On everybody, this is Lena Taylor, the First Lady of Boxing, aka Smiley. Just did a 2-mile run. I'm actually putting this video together because I've had a few people that's been asking me about, how you get your body right, or what do I need to eat. I might have to make a couple videos in order to do this, but you see this nice product in the back. It's a house my mom designed. So any of y'all looking for some talent, yeah, black people got skills. We just need to execute. Anyways, so the first thing you need to do if you are trying to get your body right is, I recommend drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. Now that's gonna sound extreme. Some people know that as drinking a gallon of water a day, or you can times your body weight times 0.7, and then you drink that amount of water in ounces. Now what you have to do is make sure you're drinking that water the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, and then every couple hours you drink some. Otherwise, if you try to drink it all at once, it's not going to happen. It's a struggle for me to do that, but you really gotta, the water automatic. Before you even start trying to eat right, work out, I would just start off just straight trying to get water in every day, a good quantity of water. That is the most important part. We are 90 to 95% of water and oxygen, so we need to get that H2O in our bodies. Next, I would say diet. I was gonna say working out, but I would say your diet is the next most important part. And I'm actually doing a lot of research now on a lot of different things, so this video may have to continue. But I will highly recommend educating yourself on counting your macros, which is making sure you have the balanced amount of carbs, proteins, and fats in your body. Now, I lean towards a more vegan diet because research says that the way that they are processing our food now, it is causing disease and cancer, and a lot of us are carelessly eating too much meat. Doesn't mean I won't eat meat, but it's hard to get good meat. We're not out hunting anymore. We don't have our own farms. We're not raising our own cattle. So the type of meat that you're likely to be eating, no bueno. Okay, so there's a couple apps, my Fitness Pal, and I like this one called Eat This Much because I'm a little lazy, and it actually calculates the food for you, whereas FitPal, you put your food that you're eating on there. But what I've found to be more helpful is high fat, high protein, and less carbs. What I believe works just off of a more basic mentality, if you're just trying to just start doing something, stop eating bread, flour, pasta, sugar, cakes, cookies, all of that stuff that tastes good. And cheese, reduce your cheese. Cheese is basically the same thing as eating meat. Okay. And high vegetables. I would say eat a lot of vegetables. But I would definitely say do your research on the macros. I'm not a macros expert. I'm learning, so I don't want to try to tell you something that I don't know, and I only know in part. But if I continue to put out videos, I'll tell you what I know. And this wasn't really planned. I was just kind of doing this because I've been saying I was going to do videos for a while, but we procrastinate a lot in life. But that's something we got to stop, especially when it comes to your health. Health first. Health is always first. You got to fix you. Stop worrying about everybody else. then you could fix somebody else, then you could help somebody else, then you could duplicate yourself, start your own business. But you gotta fix your health first. You can help your kids then. You could prevent a lot of trips to the doctor. Oh, it's amazing what you could do when you fix your own health. Okay, the last thing was the intermittent fasting. I should have said this first, but if you're still listening, then you really want this. I'm just gonna say for now to get you all started if you're not already doing it. The Layla Africa and his holistic herbs book. If y'all know him, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the title off the top of my head. And a lot of I'm not gonna say elite athletes, because intermittent fasting isn't always the best thing to do for an elite athlete. But then maybe some people disagree. That's just what I've heard. But people who are real shredded talk about this. But from tribal days, we had to hunt for our food. It really takes our body 16 hours to digest food. The food industry has us eating all these different times of the day. It's just become custom. But in reality, we're supposed to allow our bodies to fast. A lot of people think fasting has to do with religion. It's not about that. That's called allowing your body to digest the food. As soon as you eat something, you spike your insulin. And for people who have cells that don't process fat well, then you are helping yourself get fat. So I would start there. 16 hours, I don't care from when you eat. Just start off just without you knowing anything. Wait 16 hours before you eat again. Just get used to doing that. You're going to want to drink a lot of water during that time. I've heard apple cider vinegar. I've heard coffee helps. Tea helps. And what I started doing, because I was going to say what I started doing, because this is what Layla Africa talks about. I started eating fruit during my 16-hour fast. Only fruit only. And then I would have a meal or two after the 16 hours. That's what I did to start off. Now I go 18 to 20 hours, no food at all, just straight water. And I'm used to it. Actually, it's hard for me to get my calories in now because sometimes I'm just not hungry. So I would start off like that if you want to, without eating. But I didn't know to not eat when I first started. But it's helpful if you're trying to wean yourself off of a very, very bad diet. Okay. I think I covered the basics. And just a range without you studying. You want to times your body weight times 10 or 14. The lower the better. Now you can inch off and go into 9 and 8 if you want to, but I would say this is just a basic get you started. Times your body weight times 10 to 14. That means 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14. And get a range of how many calories that you should be eating a day. And then you can go on one of those apps, or you can look it up on Google and find out about how much what you're eating, how much calories what you're eating is. And that will get you started as to how much you should eat in your window of time. So that's about 8 hours. So you have 16 hours to fast and you have 8 hours to eat. That's really not a bad deal. Your sleep time is included in that 16 hours. So it's really not as bad as you think. You just got to start it and try it out. I promise you'll notice. When I first started, I wasn't working out like that because I had some injuries, and I noticed my size just started to slim without me even working out. So you're gonna notice, if you do this right, you're gonna notice that you're gonna benefit. And I will I thought that was gonna be the last thing, but no, that has to do with diet, so that was not last. I'm trying to think if I said everything. Yeah, I would just say start there for now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions on Lena Taylor at Facebook and Lena_the boxer at Instagram, which I really don't get on like that. I'm not a big social media person, but I know this age, we gotta get more into the media. My parents are kind of old. They're about 70, and I'm almost 30 this month, July 31st. So I'm kind of old for my age. I don't really get into all these things. I had a flip phone probably until I got into college. But it's all good. I'm cool. Working out. I highly recommend you at least work out an hour. If you want to start off with 30 minutes, that's cool. They recommend that you, because I didn't go into the science of intermittent fasting, but you're reducing your insulin when you're not eating, so that's causing you to burn fat instead of having to worry about burning the food that you keep stuffing in your body. You're actually burning the fat that's there. And you're reducing your insulin, which is causing you to lose weight. You're also spiking your growth, human growth hormone. Look that up. Educate yourself. Don't always look for somebody else to educate you. I want you all to learn this stuff on your own, because I was the type of person, I was in research for a long time. Now that I'm starting to research, it's just the growth is phenomenal. That's all I can say. Okay, workout. I would say get at least 15. I recommend 30 minutes of cardio.